But this game is the one that everybody's been waiting for. Perhaps a preview of the gold medal game. We are just about set for the introduction of the teams at the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City for Game 2 of the afternoon, the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. Craig Fada, Victor Mansur. Let's have a look at the team from Argentina. Number 4, Luis Scola. Number 5, Nicolas Ricciotti. Number 7, Facundo Campazzo. Number 8, Nicolas Laprovitola. Number 9, Nicolas Brusino. Number 12, Marcos Tilia. Number 13, Andres Nocioni. Number 14, Gabriel Deck. Number 15, Salam Safar. Number 19, Leo Mainoldi. Number 29, Patricio Garino. And number 83, Tayebe Khaleesi. And now the introductions for Team Canada. And if some of these names sound familiar, they should. 9 NBA players on the roster for Team Canada. Number 4, Philip Scrubb. Number 5, Corey Joseph from the Toronto Raptors. Number 6, Melvin Ejim with the Orlando Magic. Number 7, Andrew Nicholson from the Magic. Number 8, the reigning NBA Rookie of the Year, Andrew Wiggins from the T-Wolves. Number 9, Nick Stauskas from the 76ers. Number 10, former overall number 1 pick, Anthony Bennett from the T-Wolves. Number 11, Aaron Doornkamp. Number 12, Brady Heslip. Number 13, Kelly Olynyk from the Boston Celtics. Number 14, Dwight Powell from the Dallas Mavericks. And number 15, Robert Sacre from the LA Lakers. Teams are on the floor. Let's listen to the national anthems for both Team Argentina and Team Canada. And now the national anthem for Team Canada. Once again, welcome in to the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City. The 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light, our second game of the afternoon. This one between Canada and Argentina. And if you can't get excited for this one, you are not a fan of basketball. 9 NBA players on the roster for Team Canada. A number of players for Argentina with NBA experience. Luis Scola played for the Raptors in 2014-15, played 81 games for them. Of course, Andres Nocioni, El Chapu they call him. Played for a number of teams, most notably for the Chicago Bulls, and when he broke into the NBA. There you get a look at our game officials: Ronaldo Mercedes, Juan Carlos Garcia, and Sasa Pukel. Our FIBA game commissioner, Pedro Raga, for this one. There's a look at the full Argentine team roster. The head coach, Sergio Hernandez. Teams getting their final warm-ups in. Starters for Argentina: Luis Scola at center, or rather he's the captain and he plays power forward. Facundo Campazzo at point guard. Marcos Delia at center, wearing number 12. Andres Nocioni, he currently plays for Real Madrid. He's at forward. And Patricio Garino, small forward. He just played for George Washington University in the NCAAs. Averaged 12.4 points a game for GW. There's a look at the full Team Canada roster, and you look up and down that and you think, boy, that's pretty much an NBA team right there, and it pretty much is. Top to bottom, they are just loaded for Coach Jay Triano. Let's get a look at the starters for Team Canada. At point guard, number 5, Corey Joseph. Andrew Wiggins, the reigning NBA Rookie of the Year, wearing number 8. The forwards, Nick Stauskas and Anthony Bennett, former overall number 1 pick. And Kelly Olynyk at 6'11", wearing number 13. He played for the Boston Celtics, averaging 10.3 points and 4.7 rebounds out of Gonzaga last year. His statistics last year were for the Boston Celtics. He's out of Gonzaga, to be more precise, but we're glad you can join us. Welcome in my partner, Victor Mansure. And Victor, this is one of those games where if you can't get excited, well, you better check your pulse.
Absolutely. We got two great squads, full of talent. Both the Canadian team, high expectations. They, if I'm not mistaken, they have 9 NBA players on their roster. So high expectations for this Canadian squad. However, even though you have some talent, you got 2 former number 1 draft picks on the court, they still yet to play together on the international stage. So we want to see how this young squad of the Canadian team develops in this tournament. And on the Argentina side, you got a lot of experience in Mr. Luis Scola, Andres Nocioni, Facundo Campazzo. So it'll be definitely a great matchup to see.
Kelly Olynyk with a last moment equipment adjustment. It's going to be Delia jumping against Bennett. Ball's in the air. Bennett wins the tip, controlled by Joseph, and Team Canada will be on offense first. Swings it left side. It's Wiggins. Now down to Olynyk. Up top to Stauskas. He goes around Nocioni. Out to Wiggins. 3 on the way. That rattles out. Rebound. Nocioni. Comes Campazzo into the front court. He goes around Bennett, circles around, then resets the offense. Nocioni now, the lob to Scola. Back to Campazzo. 8 to shoot. Campazzo with the floater off the glass. That goes. Nice shot by Facundo Campazzo. And Argentina with the early 2-0 lead.
Campazzo looking to be aggressive early on.
Bennett working on Delia. I think Delia got a piece of that. Campazzo, hesitation move, draws the foul on Joseph. That's his first.
Very important for Facundo Campazzo to be aggressive. The point guard play of Argentina with Mr. Campazzo and Mr. Nicolas Laprovitola is a key to this game.
Nice lead for Scola. He misses the outside shot. And look at the crowd here for this early game. 2:30 on a Tuesday afternoon. And the lower bowl opposite us is just about completely full. Campazzo to Scola. Guarded by Olenek. Now in close is Delia. He goes to the left hand off the glass. That won't go. Here comes Canada looking for its first points. Joseph around the screen by Olenek. Picked up by Campazzo. Now he pops from 19. That's good. Corey Joseph gets Canada on the board, and we're tied at 2.
Corey Joseph, who's moved now to Toronto this year, is going to play with the Raptors. He's going to be a teammate of Luis Scola. However, I don't think they're going to be very friendly this game.
One of those where you play your brother, give him an extra shot in the ribs here and there, but you do it with a smile. Now Joseph at the other end with the layup.
Corey Joseph, the last few years, had a great opportunity to go and practice against Tony Parker, one of the best point guards in the world. So he's on top of his game.
Scola, that's a three-pointer. That one missed. Tony Parker, now you mentioned one of the best point guards in the world. I think you have to put the word ever in there.
When he first came in the league, a lot of doubts to his size, his stamina, his speed. Now, after many years in the league, we can all say that Tony Parker is one of the greatest players that ever played this game. Control, he's got that floater. Many rings in the NBA. He's a complete player.
Scola hits that time, and we're tied back up at 4. Now Joseph, guarded by Campazzo, gets it back. Out to Stauskas. His three-pointer, bang! Nick Stauskas gives Canada its first lead of the game, 7-4.
Corey Joseph with the money pass, got his teammate a wide open look, set his feet. 3 points, Canada.
Now Scola down to Nocioni. He's working on Bennett. Or beg your pardon, on Wiggins. That one tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Argentina. It's going to be Argentina ball with 8 to shoot, and Argentina needs somebody to inbound the ball. Garino will do it. Campazzo has it. To Scola. The fall-away hook shot over Bennett won't go. It rattles out. Rebound Olenek. And Olenek playing a little point center here. Goes all the way. How Kelly Olenek.
Just a great all-around player. Good dribbler, good passer, good shooter. One of the keys to this Canada team here in the tournament.
Canada up 9-4 now. Nocioni on the left wing. Tries to get it to Scola, but it's popped out of bounds by Olenek. It will remain with Argentina with 10 to shoot. Garino to inbound. Gets it to Campazzo. Bounce pass right side to Scola. He puts up another air ball. Boy, that's unusual for him. 3 outside shots. He hit one. Airmailed the other 2.
Very unusual. Look at him to bounce back real quick. Scola, one of the best international players FIBA's ever seen as well. He'll look to get those back.
Stauskas to Olenek. He pops for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, Nocioni. Campazzo weaves his way in. Thought about the shot, now gets it out to Noch. Into the corner now for Garino. Thought about the shot. 8 to shoot. Garino attacks. He runs into Olenek and loses it. Here comes Canada. Stauskas on the left side. He attacks. Right hand. Shot up and in. Nice drive by Stauskas. And Canada now leads 11-4. Campazzo down to Nocioni. He's working on Wiggins. Wiggins knocks it out of Nocioni's hands, but he's going to get called for the foul, his first. Going to get a look at the drive by Stauskas here. Just hesitated and then went right past Andres Nocioni.
Canada, however, is so athletic. They got these long arms. They got the speed. They got the depth in their roster. And I think that's already bothering Argentina a little bit. Argentina has not been able to get anything down the lane because Canada is so athletic.
You see Nocioni, a double-double last night, 14 points, 12 rebounds in the win over Puerto Rico. Hits both free throws there for his first 2 points. Joseph, hunted by Campazzo. Moves to his left around the screen by Olynyk. Olynyk thought about the three, but then flips it back to Joseph. Bennett now has his shot blocked. That was Delia on the block. And now another foul by Bennett. That might have been a frustration foul. They're reaching across, clotheslining Campazzo a little bit. And a second foul on Bennett.
Canada bench here got a little confused. They thought it was going to be a TV timeout. However, for
all those NBA players, they're used to that first stoppage.
And we have had this in previous tournaments. However, in this FIBA Americas Championship, there will be no TV timeouts.
Tournaments.
Just the regular timeouts of the coaches. Again, each coach with 5 timeouts each, 2 in the first half and 3 in the second half.
Joseph now fouled by Campazzo. I got a little confused myself. I didn't see a signal for a timeout, and I saw Canada walking to the bench. Now Laprovitola, he replaces Campazzo. Bennett sits down with those 2 fouls. He's replaced by Andrew Nicholson. He averaged about 5 points a game for the Orlando Magic last year. Now a great take by Wiggins, up and in, and he draws the foul. That's going to be on Marcos Delia.
Just a beautiful play. Came down the curl, going to his left. Went up and out and high. Defense tried to vertical defend him. There was a chest bump. However, Wiggins strong enough to get the finish.
Wiggins, the first overall pick by Cleveland in 2014, and then was traded as part of that Kevin Love trade, which sent Love to the Cavaliers. Ended up being the 2014-15 Rookie of the Year for the T-Wolves.
And just a tremendous year he had. Coming in as a rookie, high expectation, being the first pick in the draft, but he delivered. He had close to 20 points a game playing for the T-Wolves. What a bright future for this kid.
Andres Nocioni's got to check out. I got a little blood, so he comes out. And Gabriel Deck comes on. Just a little shot there under the eye, a little starry strip. Sure he'll be back. He'll be a nice shiner tomorrow, I would imagine. Scola strong to the bucket with the left hand. And it's 13-8. Olynyk fakes the three, shuffles the feet. And Olynyk says, come on now. Doesn't matter where you play, what your credentials are. If you shuffle the feet before you take that first dribble, they're going to call you for the travel. He's going to say that left foot never moved.
Sometimes it takes the NBA players to get used to the FIBA rules. It takes them a game or two to get used to the calls and to the rules, but that time he did shuffle his feet in the right call.
Now Laprovitola fouled on the shot.
Nicolas Laprovito, number 8 right here at the free throw line. Played last 2 years for Flamengo in Brazil. Tremendous point guard, extremely smart, controls the pace of his team. Flamengo won pretty much all the titles that they play for, including the Intercontinental Cup against Maccabi Tel Aviv of Israel. This year, however, he's going to play in Lithuania.
First free throw in by Laprovitola. The foul was on Corey Joseph, his second, so he had a seat. Philip Scrub on in his place. Heslop on as well.
For those who Google Nicolas Laprovito, he had kind of like a Anchor Drew commercial down in Brazil, kind of like a similar type, quite funny, down at the Brazilian Park.
Nicholson top of the key. Tried to get it over to Heslop. He lost the handle. Now Olynyk Hangs from the left side. Gets his own rebound. Can't get the right-hand shot to go, but then on the follow, there's Andrew Nicholson. Canada up 15-10, 3:15 to play, first quarter.
Number 12 for Canada, Mr. Hazlip, just instant offense off the bench. Look for him to stretch the floor.
Scola drives from 18. His shot won't go. Rebound to Delia. He gets it back out to Ricciotti, and now Argentina resets. Nice runner by Laprovitola. He draws the foul. See Laprovitola driving around. He's going to get the foul on Kelly Olynyk. That's his first.
Beautiful finish there. Got challenged in the fingers, got challenged in the palm, but still able to follow through and make the basket count.
Laprovitola completes the three-point play, and Argentina now trails by 2, 15-13. Scrub around the screen by Nicholson for three. Back iron, no. Laprovitola the rebound. Laprovitola, one of those guys that comes off the bench. He gives you high energy. Does all the right things. Nocioni misses the three. Now Wiggins back the other way. Has it knocked out of his hand by Nocioni. And it's going to remain with Canada with 2:21 to play and 15 on the shot clock. Laprovitola leading Argentina with 5 points. Now out to Scrub. He attacks. Gets it inside to Powell. He goes up and he's fouled.
Powell just so athletic, so strong, gets positioned down low. Nice feed by Mr. Scrub.
The foul is on Nicholas Laprovitola, his first. You get a look from our high crane, the remote control crane over the court to our right. Powell misses the second free throw, rebounded by Scola. Scola along the baseline tried to hit the cutting Galizzi, but the pass was intercepted. And now the foul committed by Nocioni.
But there you see the athleticism of Powell just down the lane with his arms open. Scola thought that the player was open, but Powell was able to recover. Canada with the horns called, two high players up at the free throw line extended.
Now Bennett on the drive. He skids on that logo on the floor. Now the behind the back pass. Oh my, Galizzi goes up, jams it home with two hands on the behind the back feed. Argentina to within one on the spectacular play. Now Scrub, his shot falls in. Tough shot over Laprovitola. And Laprovitola just left laughing.
Good protection with the left shoulder. Went down the lane. Was able to get the bounce off the glass.
Laprovitola on the feed to Scola. He goes up with the right hand. Surprised there wasn't basket interference there called on Powell. He went up, made contact with the rim, and that's what Nocioni is complaining about. Wow, what a pass. There you see the skid by Wiggins. Nicholas Ricciotti. And then the flush. (18-15) Canada. 45 seconds to play, and on the attack is Galizzi. He's now got 4. Heslip inside the right elbow. That won't go. Rebound, Powell up and in. 20-17, 25 seconds to play. About 2 seconds or so difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shot clock now at 10. Laprovitola picked up by Powell on the switch. Little up and under move out to Scola for 3. This shot won't go. And that's how the first quarter is going to end, with Canada on top by the score of 20-17. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light from the Palacio de los Portes in Mexico City. Here you get a look at some of the team's stats. Canada shooting 57% from 2-point range, just 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. Argentina 0 for 3 from 3-point range, 6 of 16 from 2-point range. Canada 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Argentina perfect 5 for 5. Stauskas leading Canada with 5 points. Laprovitola with 7 for Argentina off the bench. Olenek with 3 rebounds. Delia with 4 for Canada. To 17 Canada. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light.
Chapu lo que hace es que si va por el lado de Nico, pasa y mover, pero
We've got to listen into the Argentine huddle with head coach Sergio Hernandez. He was talking about Chapu. That's Andres Nocioni.
And if you're Argentina right now, you're really happy with the bench production of Mr. Nicolas Laprovitola. He came in, controlled the pace, was able to bring the half-court game into the Argentina game. This kid has got some bright future. Great guard, just extremely intelligent. And Argentina is going to feed off him.
Well, we can't see enough of that highlight. That one's going to be on some permanent highlight reels for FIBA, I believe. The elevation by Nicholas Ricciotti, and then the behind-the-back pass, followed by the dunk by Galizzi. Laprovitola over to Ricciotti. Now the drop to Scola. His shot is through.
Well executed play. They got exactly what they want. They got Scola on the opposite side of the floor coming off a pick and roll for the pop 2.
And now a foul committed by Laprovitola. That'll be his second. Heslip wanted to do a catch and shoot there, but Ricciotti was right there. And now Scrub on the feed to Powell. Scrub from in close. Threads the needle on the pass, and Powell goes up for the easy lay-in.
But Powell really make his presence felt. 3 minutes played in the game, already 5 points, 2 rebounds, a couple deflections. Great inside presence for Canada.
Now Ricciotti out to Scola. Wide open jumper short. Scola follows it, gets his own rebound, goes back up, draws the foul, and scores the bucket. He's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play and tie this game up at 22.
Scola following his shot right there. Knew it was going to be short. Was able to come up with the offensive rebound, played strong with it, and drew the foul on Mr. Nicholson.
He completes the three-point play, and we are tied up at 22. Scola, a second-round draft pick in 2002 for San Antonio, averaging 12.7 points and 7 rebounds for his NBA career. Now Dornkamp to Powell. Jump hook won't go. Rebound by Galizzi. Ricciotti around the screen by Galizzi. He attacks, gets it out to Scola, now back to Laprovitola. 10 to shoot. Nocioni, he drives on Dornkamp. Can't get the layup to go. Nice drive by Nocioni. Now Scrub on the drive. He draws the foul on Galizzi. Boy, and I'm sure Nocioni's wondering how that layup didn't go at the other end. Pretty move. Held the ball out and away from the defender. And then it just rolled off the rim.
Nocioni just a high energy guy, always talking, great communicator. He's a veteran on this team. Argentina really relies on his presence.
Well, and you can tell the veteran NBA guys out there what true pros they are. They do so many little things correctly. You look at Nocioni and you look at Scola. And then you get the young guys like Bennett and Wiggins.
But that's a great point you brought up, partner, because that's exactly right there. He just drew a veteran's foul. He saw that the defensive player was too close to him, so he put his arm under the defender's arm and drew the foul for 2 shots.
That foul was on Melvin Ejim, his first.
Once again, Scola short.
Yeah, he's either swished him or he's missed them badly. Scola, a fantastic game last night, 22 points and 14 rebounds. That one misses as well. Galizzi fighting for the rebound and just about came up with it. Now a beautiful pass from Dornkamp to Ejim. Ejim draws the foul on Nocioni. That'll be his second. Watch this pass, just whipped it right in there. Little English off the floor.
Coming down the glass, you gotta keep your head up. Look for wide open teammates. That's exactly what happened. Nice one-hand bounce pass. Nice catch. The foul. Try to complete a 3-point play.
Can't do it, but Powell snags down the rebound. And now on the outside, it's Dornkamp for 3. Won't go. Laprovitola the rebound. He attacks. The floater in the lane, good. I'm not sure, and I'm not sure if he was sure if he was even going to shoot that. Scrub at the other end, and one.
Smart play by Scrub. Got ahead of Laprovitola. Was able to manage so he couldn't recover. Saw an opening, took it strong. Hard hit, but nice finish.
That foul was on Tayeve Galizzi, his second.
If you're Canada right now, you're really happy with the points in the paint. Out of the 26 points, they have 20 points in the key, and you want to keep doing that.
Scrub completes the 3-point play, gives Canada a 3-point lead at 27-24. Laprovitola, Ricciotti, now he gets it back. Over to Galizzi. Now back to Ricciotti. He attacks, tries to get it to Galizzi inside. And a foul called on Canada. That's going to be against Brady Heslip underneath. Yeah, Heslip going over the shoulder, committing the foul. Now Deck back on for Argentina. Mainoldi on as well. Scola sits down, as does Nocioni. Laprovitola looking, getting it to Ricciotti. The teardrop floater, that circles out. Rebounded by Powell, and here comes Canada. Now Mainoldi. Called for the foul as he was battling for position, I believe, with Ejim. So Ejim will go to the free throw line. That's foul number 1 on Mainoldi. Argentina calls timeout. As you see Nocioni, he's all nicked up already. He's got scratch under the eye, scratch on the forehead, and one on the forearm. He's going to be covered in Steri-Strips before this one's over. 6:59 to play, second quarter. Canada leading 27-24.
Coco y Galizzi, es balance acá, hermano, acá la pintura. ¿A dónde están volviendo a defender? Acá. Porque Nico tiene que ir directo con el tirador. La Provito queda con la bola. El alero con el otro tirador. 11 puntos de ataque rápido. Es más de lo que hace un equipo cualquiera en 40 minutos de juego. ¿Vos no se dan cuenta que el negocio, si lo ponemos 5 contra 5, no tienen recursos? No saben cómo anotar. O cómo hacer balance defensivo. Solo eso, balance defensivo. Ellos siguen tirando a la izquierda. ¿Sí? Jugamos con Magnoli acá. Ricciotti. Galicia. Abre Magnoli a tirar de 3 puntos. ¿Está claro? Vamos.
Back in Mexico City at the Palacio de los Deportes, 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament. Craig Fada, Victor Mansure, and Victor, what was Sergio Hernandez saying in that huddle for our English viewers?
Well, Sergio really concerned with his team getting back on defense and trying to stop the key attack. Canada is able to get to the heart of the Argentina defense, and Sergio is saying, can we please get back, stop them from scoring inside. We want to play them 5-on-5 half court. We have a better chance. So get back, set our defense, and let's play 5-on-5.
Free throw by Ejim is good, 29-24 Canada. They've gotten it back out to 5. And now another floater by Laprovitola. Heslip gets it to Ejim, now out top to Scrub, and Canada gets into its offense. Laprovitola with 11 points for Argentina off the bench. Heslip on the drive, the pull-up jumper, that's good. Tough shot by Heslip.
But not only the only points that he had, the 11 points that he has, but you like the control. He's keeping Argentina's pace, and they like the way they do it, playing the half-court game.
3 on the way, and good by Leo Mainoldi.
Playing the Argentina style.
31-29 now. Layup at the other end, misses. Stauskas back on. Wiggins back on. Doornkamp and Heslip sit down for Canada. Laprovitola into the front court, around the screen by Mainoldi. Outside shot by Deck. That's good. Gabriel Deck scores. And we are tied at 31.
Once again, just the ability of getting to the key and able to kick it to the corner shot. Laprovitola playing a great first half.
And now Ejim battling with Deck. And the foul is going to be that time on Ejim. Olenek back on for Canada. Powell sits down, gave them a bunch of good minutes. Stauskas to inbound. Olenek has it. Now Stauskas into the corner for Scrub. To Wiggins for 3. Bang! Andrew Wiggins gets the 3 ball, and he's got 5.
I'll tell you, if he's able to develop that outside shooting with the athletic ability that he has, he's going to be something special.
Wiggins shot 31% from three-point range in his rookie campaign for the T-Wolves, and that's the NBA three-point line. FIBA just a little bit closer.
He's got all the tools.
Yes, he
Long
does.
arms, explosive. Can get to the key. If he can develop his ability to shoot from the outside, T-Wolves got a special.
Olenek working on Galizzi. Spins. What patience by Olenek. He didn't get the shot to go in, but he showed great patience in the post making those moves. Laprovitola. Oh, pretty spin move, and then the up and under, and the finger roll. What a great move by Nicholas Laprovitola, and he's got 13 points now to lead all scorers. Laprovitola Plays professionally in Lithuania. Spin move up and under. Philip Scrubb left going, how do I defend that?
Some people might be surprised with his play right now, but for those who have followed him the last 2 years, just a tremendous ball handler. Great court vision, great leader. Not surprised at all of what he brought in this first half from the bench.
Riccioti sits down, Selim Safar on. Free throw by Wiggins is good.
Number 15 from Argentina right here, Safar. Great outside shooter, left hand. Canada's got to keep a close eye on him.
Wiggins hits both free throws. He's now got 7 points, and he stakes Canada to a 3-point lead at 36-33. 4:10 to play second quarter. Laprovitola came off the bench, and he hasn't sat back down. Mainoldi for three. That's short. He knew it was short. He followed it. Got the good, easy look, but then a little too strong off the glass. Scrubb lobs it inside to Bennett. He has it poked away by Scola.
Good position inside, but better help defense by Argentina.
Now Laprovitola out to Safar on the drive and dish. But Stauskas closed, and Safar couldn't get a shot off. 10 to shoot. He goes around the screen by Scola, kicks it out now. Mainoldi shot blocked. Mainoldi took a three-pointer, and it was blocked by Anthony Bennett, speaking of long arms. And then Wiggins commits the foul underneath. That's going to be his second. Here comes Nocioni back on. Looks like he was in a fight with a badger. Scola to the free throw line.
As a young one, you walk off the court, you all banged up, all scratched up. Your coach might look and you say, kid, you had a good game.
First free throw good by Scola. He's already got 10 points. Make it 11. Argentina back to within one, 36-35, 3:25 to play second quarter. Scrubb gets it to Olynyk, but then he gets it poked away by Scola. Scola misses the dunk, but Nocioni follows, and he jams it home with two hands. And now Team Canada takes timeout with 3:14 to play. Trailing by one. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. There's the missed dunk by Scola, but then Notes with the follow, and the lead for Argentina.
Good job by Nocioni to keep on the play, but also by our cameraman.
Yeah, what kind of professionalism is that by Nocioni? He follows a sure, easy dunk just in case, and he gets 2 points for his team. Let's listen to Jay Triano.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Got to block the ball.
Jay Triano, a fixture in Canadian basketball for a very long time, outstanding national player. And now coach for a team that may likely be on the podium in Rio.
Just a tremendous coach, and most of all, just a tremendous human being. I've seen him in different situations go out of his way to try to help others.
Joseph, the fadeaway over Laprovitola won't go. Deck the rebound. You talk about the emergence of Canadian basketball in recent history. Back-to-back #1 picks in Bennett and Wiggins. Oh, a beautiful feed to Scola. Nice pass from Laprovitola.
Scola looked like he was going to set the screen. He actually slipped the screen, but even a better pass by Nicolas Laprovitola.
And now Safar Says, what did I do? Stauskas hits the deck. Well, not Gabriel deck. He hits the actual floor.
Well, you're absolutely right.
Completely
Canada,
unintentional there by Safar.
Canada has got a bright future. We saw last week at the women's FIBA Americas tournament. They just ran the competition out of the gym. They were able to go undefeated, and now we see the bright prospects here with the men's team. The young squad, though, however, just an amazing talent. If they can put it together, if they can keep up, especially with the new competition system that's going to come up next year, really look for Canada to be something special.
Well, I mentioned they're possibly going to be on the podium in Rio. Of course, the U.S. have to consider them the favorites, but you know, you've got the Spanish, the French. A lot of good European teams out there hungry for that medal stand. Olenek with the follow, and then tipped in by Bennett. Canada now back on top, 40-39.
Yeah, this starting fire for Canada, they got too much firepower. We saw Corey Joseph went in, was not able to get it. Olenek not with the follow, but Bennett made sure that went in with the tap.
Lapro Vitola trying to dissect the Canadian defense, out to Nocioni for three. Olenek the rebound.
And that goes what Coach Trento just said in the timeout, want the ball.
Now an offensive foul away from the ball. Is that going to be on Bennett? That is on Bennett. That's his second, and Argentina wants timeout with 1:30 to play. 40-39, Canada lead.
No pasa nada, Chapu. Cuando jugamos 4, mirame, Chapu. Cuando jugamos 4, ¿sí? Juega corto acá, Luis juega, olvidar, bloqueo acá. Ellos no van a rotar con tu hombre, ¿sí? Y lo que estamos haciendo, no mal, no va en este momento, que estamos poniendo 2 tipos acá. Entonces vos no estás teniendo espacio para profundizar un poco más, ir a la bandeja o dejarlo solo a él. Chapu barre, Chapu, lado contrario. ¿Sí? Y acá queda Selen solo. Gaby acá.
40-39, Canada with 1:30 to play in this first half. Neither team really able to pull away from the other. Biggest lead for Canada, 7. Biggest lead for Argentina, just 3. Right now it's 1-point lead for Canada. Inside of 90 seconds to play in this first half. We heard the Argentine huddle. Nocioni for 3, that's good! Andres Nocioni gives Argentina the 2-point lead, 42-40.
And that's what he does playing at the 4 spot. He's able to stretch the floor with his shooting ability.
And how about that? There's the athleticism of the young Canadians. Anthony Bennett going up for the alley-oop dunk, and we're tied back up at 42 inside of a minute now.
You got to love the 2 different styles. You got Nocioni open up the floor for the 3-point shot, right back with Bennett on the alley-oop dunk.
3-pointer on the way and fouled. I believe that was Safar. It was. He draws the foul on, it's like Stauskas, and now the lights go out.
As a defender, you never want to foul the shooter. You want to contest the shot, bring your hands up into the shooter's hand, but you don't want to touch him. You don't want to foul.
Especially on a 3-point attempt. So Safar will go to the line for 3 free throws. That foul was on Stauskas, his first. Yeah, the lights went out on the court momentarily while we were in replay. Safar hits the second, and they were back on before we were out of the replay.
We have here what they call theater lights. just the court bright, and in the stands a little bit of a theater mood. Beautiful for this spectacle.
So Safar hits 2 of 3 free throws. Argentina on top 44-42. Now Joseph from 20, no good. Rebound to Deck. Campazzo back into the game now to Scola. He thought about the shot, but Olynyk closed. Finally works his way in, finds his shot, and hits with the jump hook. Good work by Luis Scola.
Gotta love the experience. Took the man to his left. As soon as he closed out, a beautiful spin move for a nice little hook.
Timeout Team Canada. We're back in a moment. There you get a look at Scola on the drive. Takes Olynyk down to the hole and puts on the brakes and spins away. Easy jump hook. Bet he's practiced that a couple of million times. Let's listen in to Jay Triano.
Set pin down for Andrew Wiggins. All right, Corey, we're going to run pin, DHO here. Andrew, you're going to take it. You're going to turn the corner. On the weak side, I want Nick here. All right? Kelly. You're going to set this screen for him and go to the basket as they come off. We're going at 8. All right? We're going at 8. Understand what we're doing? Maybe you're working baseline after that. All right, let's go. Here we go. Come on, man. Come on, go.
46-42 Argentina. 20.7 seconds to play in this second quarter. You saw the play being drawn up by head coach Jay Triano. Victor, why don't you explain what he was trying to accomplish?
He drew a play here for Mr. Wiggins in the corner. Look him to turn around, turn the corner on the drive. But he said go at 8. That means only when there's 8 seconds to go that we want to attack.
Now Joseph on the drive. There's the give to Wiggins. He attacks. Scola contests the shot. Now Scola puts it up from 3/4 court. That won't go. And so Argentina will take a 46-42 lead into the locker room at halftime. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light at the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City. Argentina with a big second quarter, outscoring Canada 29-22 to take that 4-point lead. As we look at some of the team stats, Canada 46% from the floor, Argentina 45%. Neither team shooting particularly well from beyond the arc. Canada 8 of 11 from the stripe, Argentina 10 of 13 for 76%. Rebounds about even. Assists and fouls about even. As we proceed to some of the individual leaders. Let's look at turnover, steals, and blocks first. Boy, what a clean game by Argentina so far. Only 2 turnovers. Canada, only 5 turnovers in 2 quarters. Wiggins and Stauskas each with 7 for Canada. Scola has 15 for Argentina. Laprovitola has 13 off the bench. Nocioni has 7. Olynyk, the leading rebounder for Canada with 6. Scola has 5 for Argentina. And that gets us to our score at halftime. 46-42 in favor of Argentina. Let's have a look at some first half highlights. We're going to see a lot of Joseph on the jumper. Stauskas. A lot of very good basketball in this first half. As we said, only a grand total of 7 turnovers by both teams in that first half. So far, a lot of fouls. Nobody's gotten more than 2. with the second half. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. Cortez in Mexico City. Victor Mancher, Craig Fada. We're back in a few minutes.
Dice JJ que hasta luego, gracias por recibirlo, volverá en un momento más. Fuerte aplauso para JJ.
Welcome back to the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City, the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. Craig Fada, Victor Mansur bringing you this second game of the afternoon. Canada against Argentina. Argentina took the lead in that second quarter, 46-42. Victor, what did Argentina do differently to take the lead in that second quarter?
Well, I think that Argentina was able to slow the game down a little bit, bring a little bit of experience to try to match the Canadian athleticism. So that second unit of Canada wasn't as productive as the first unit, and Argentina took advantage of that, bringing their style of play, playing the half-court game, getting Scola involved, La Provitola off the bench. So I want to see if Canada right now makes some adjustments. For the first unit, they're doing fine, but when the second unit comes in,
Wiggins on the feed to Olynyk. He goes up and flushes it home with two hands. And so a good start for Team Canada in this second half. 46-44, and now a foul away from the ball. This is going to be on Anthony Bennett, and that's his third.
Again, experience such a factor in this game. Canada's going to have to grow fast.
Bennett kind of throws the forearm into Nocioni there. A little acting by Nocioni. Good veteran move there. Safar on the catch and shoot for three. No good. Rebound Bennett.
That's his game, though. Coming off screens, letting it fly.
Wiggins. Back to Bennett for three. Bang! Anthony Bennett gives Canada the lead back at 47-46.
We saw his ability to shoot in the Pan American Games. You have got to step out and contest his outside shot.
Nocioni now for three. He misses that one left. And Canada looking to extend. Stauskas over to Wiggins. He drives on Guarino. What a drive by Andrew Wiggins!
Way to go, young fella. Take it hard to the left. Drive baseline. No respect for the defense. Just goes up strong with the dunk.
No respect for the defense and no respect for the rim either. And Sergio Hernandez wants timeout. 49-46 Canada, 8:48 to play in the third. Boy, what an explosive move by Andrew Wiggins. And let's hear what Sergio Hernandez has to say following the fast start by Canada.
son los huevos que vamos a poner para ganar. Eso es lo que hablamos, no, vamos que están dormidos. ¿Qué van a estar dormidos? Nosotros estamos dormidos, Mario.
Américas 2015.
Vamos cero.
Y recuerden,
Completa.
en la segunda jornada reinicia actividades cuando Brasil enfrente a República Dominicana.
There's the drive by Wiggins. He just blows right by Guarino and then goes up and posterizes Nocioni. And the reaction by Hernandez.
Sergio really not happy with his team effort to start the third quarter. He said that during the halftime they spoke about that. Let's bring the energy up. But 2 drives, strong takes by Canada, forced him to call a timeout.
Scola over to Campazzo. Nocioni swings it left. Guarino back into the corner to Scola. Works his way in toward the goal. Little jump hook. That won't go, but the foul's going to be called on Olynyk. That'll be his second.
That's what you do. First 2 possessions, things didn't go well for you. You get the ball to your veteran. You get him down low. He backs his man down, plays strong with it, protects it with the left shoulder, gets fouled and goes to the line.
Scola's footwork is so good as he heads to the basket. You see a lot of big guys, they kind of get out over their skis a little bit trying to make a move, lose their balance, and end up not getting a good shot, and it goes too strong off the glass or something. But Scola just so smooth, so precise with his footwork.
For the young ones out there trying to learn how to play this game, check out Luis Scola and his footwork. You're absolutely right, just a master at it.
Now the nice feed inside. Andrew Wiggins goes up and stuffs that one with the right hand. Off of the pretty feed by Corey Joseph. Now at the other end, nicely done by Scola. Joseph, behind the back dribble, gets past Campuzzo and a foul called. That foul's going to be on Campazzo. There's a look at the basket by Scola. Olynyk thought he was going to go up, and Scola, veteran move, went underneath with the right hand.
Corey Joseph just comes from a basketball family. Quite sure there's many Canadians happy to see him with the Canadian uniform and looking forward for him when he has the Raptors unis next year.
Campuzzo behind the back around Scola, leaves it for Scola, 19-footer, short. Scola follows it and gets the easy lay-in with the right hand. Scola now with 20. Bennett tries to hand it to Wiggins, but he's being held up by Guarino.
That's the things with the veterans. Scola didn't start the game well, had a couple of air balls, a couple of short-looking jumpers, but he has kept playing, he has kept his confidence, he followed his play, and now all of a sudden he's got 20 points. Argentina drops a 2-3 zone here, looking to confuse Canada a little.
Wiggins over to Olynyk, he shoots the 3, no. Bennett fights Nocioni for the rebound, but Noc comes up with it. Campazzo behind the back dribble, weaves and travels. Got up into the air, he was going to try to make a pass, but nobody was home. Pretty move to split the defense. Gets up in the air, spins, didn't have anybody to pass it to. Now Olynyk, little hesitation move. Oh, what a pretty move by Kelly Olynyk. And he draws the foul on Luis Scola. Nocioni says, wasn't that a travel? No, sure wasn't. Little Euro step to go around Scola, and Scola draws the foul. That's just his first.
For the young ones out there, your ability to be balanced, create some space on the defender, get the contact and the finish.
So Canada 5 of 6 from the floor this quarter. They've made 10 straight free throws. Nocioni, after a collision, takes that one off the back of the head. Campazzo over to Nocioni. Long deuce, no. Scola the rebound. Now he's going to work down on Olynyk. High off the glass, no. But there for the follow is Patricio Garino, and he jams it home with the right hand.
Canada got caught looking at the ball twice for 2 offensive rebounds. You got to box out. Make sure you don't give Argentina a second opportunity.
3 by Stauskas, rattles out and then goes out of bounds. There's a look at the miss by Scola and the follow by Garino. Argentina back to within 3, 56-53. Canada outscoring Argentina 14-7 to start off this second half. Scola to Safar around the screen by Nocioni. Pulls up. That rattles around and out and then tipped in by Scola. Scola now with 22 and Argentina back to within 1. Now a long 3 on the way by Wiggins. That's no good. Scola has the rebound poked out from behind him by Olynyk. His long jumper won't go. Safar the rebound. Campazzo bringing it up right side. A little stutter step around Scola. Leaves it for Scola. Now he's driving on Olynyk. The right-hand shot is blocked, but he's going to go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Kelly Olynyk, and that's
couple of interesting play. Facundo, recognizing Scola was beside him, dumped it off to him. Scola was going to go for a left and try to come back around to his right. Mr. Olynyk said, I saw that move in the first half, not allowing it to happen now. But then Scola was able to finish with the scoop on the other side and drew the foul.
I thought that foul was going to be on Olynyk, but it turned out that it was on Andrew Wiggins. That's his 3rd.
Interesting to see what Coach Triano does here with 5:33 to go. Wiggins with the 3 fouls.
Leading Team Canada with 11 points, gets the rebound there on the miss. We're tied at 56. Maybe this will be like Puerto Rico and Argentina last night. Now Powell, top of the key, to Joseph. Now along the baseline. Ejim's shot won't go, and now Nocioni and Wiggins tied up. Possession arrow to Argentina. See the shot by Ejim go 360 plus degrees and out. Now the jump hook by Scola. Wow, tough shot over the outstretched arms of Powell.
But you appreciate your point guard, Campazzo, looking for the big fella, Mr. Scola.
Now Heslop on the drive, the bounce pass inside to Powell, and an unsportsmanlike called on Scola. Let's get a look at this. There's the bounce pass inside, and Scola with the hard foul. Well, they're going to say it's just that he didn't go after the ball. Hard foul across both arms, so Powell.
And if you're Canada, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to attack the key, draw defenders, but put pressure on the Argentina defense. Don't settle for the outside game.
That's 2 fouls on Scola. The first free throw and the second free throw missed by Powell. But Canada gets the ball following the unsportsmanlike against Scola. 4:49 to play, 3rd quarter. Argentina on top by 2. Craig Fada, Victor Mansur. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, across the Americas or around the world. Stauskas on the feed to Ejim. Now back inside. That does not fall for Powell, but he will go to the free throw line. That foul is going to be on Facundo Campazzo. I thought for sure that was going to be on Garino, especially based on that replay, but they're going to say that was on Campazzo, and that's 3 on Facundo Campazzo. First free throw netted by Powell. Powell hits them both. He's got 8 points.
And several rebounds, a lot of deflection. Great game from Mr. Powell. Just a spark off the bench.
Campazzo directing traffic. Wants Nocioni up top. Here he comes. Noch driving on Powell. Right-hand layup won't go. Might have gotten deflected. Now Stauskas tried to make a pass across the court, and that gets tipped. And now Campazzo at the other end with the pretty finger roll to give Argentina a 60-58 lead. 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Powell has it stolen from behind by Scola. 2-on-1. Scola takes it himself and one! Scola goes up, fake the pass, goes up over Powell, lays it in with the right hand, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Foul actually is going to be on Joseph.
Scola just bringing out all the tools here. Beautiful read, got the steal, brought it up the court, saw that the defender was caught in between, took it himself for the layup and the foul.
Yeah, he was starting to play the pass, so Scola took it all the way and completes the three-point play. Argentina now up 5. They weathered the storm by Canada. Scola has 28 points for Argentina. Stauskas on the drive around Nocioni, kicks it out to Scrub. He attacks Campazzo up off the glass, no. Rebound one-handed by Garino as he fought off a defender. Campazzo now on the right wing. Little turnaround, goes around Scola, leaves it for Scola, fakes the three, drives on Powell, loses the handle but draws the foul. And Powell asking for some help on that. He's saying, come on, he lost the handle on that, give me a break here. So Nicholson on for Powell. Foul was on Powell, his first. Scola to the free throw line. Scola 5 of 9 from the free throw line in this game. Make it 6 of 10. Nocioni looks like he's been in a brawl. He gets another break. Second free throw by Scola is no good. And so it remains a 6-point lead for Argentina. Stauskas over to Heslop. Around the screen by Nicholson, out to Ejim. 10 to shoot, Canada has to reset. Ejim on the drive. And a foul before the drive, that's going to be on Gabriel Deck. Deck swatted him before we got into his run on the basket.
And if you're Canada, that's exactly what you want to do. Keep running your sets, keep getting to your spots, be sharp with your passes, good strong take, earn yourself a chance to go to the line. Because by going to the free throw line, they're able to settle their defense as well on the half court.
Ejim has the second one circled out. He's got 5. Canada trails by 5. Now Laprovitola back in for Argentina.
And Argentina just keeps going to their main man right here.
Well, he's got 28. Somebody's got to stop him. Wow, what a pretty shot by Scola. That's just about indefensible there. Ejim handing it to Stauskas. He drives, his right-hand layup won't go. And here comes Argentina. Laprovitola, cross-court pass, and he shuffled the feet. Now Robert Sacre checking into the game for the first time for Canada. Played in 67 games for the Lakers last year. The Gonzaga product averaged 4.6 points and 3.5 rebounds a game.
And about to play some big minutes here. Going to try to slow down Luis Scola. Let's see what Sacre can do against Mr. Luis.
Nicholson out to Scrub. He fakes the shot, misses the floater. Sacre had his hand on it. Now a three from Haslip, no good. Foul on the rebound attempt. That's going to be on Scola. That'll be his third. Scola with 31 points and 10 rebounds. Free throw by Sacre, just short. .150 to play, third quarter. Sacre hits the second.
Canada got to try to get some stops here and see if they can go in transition. They've been playing 5-on-5 here in this third quarter. See if they can get some stop and run the court.
Oh, Laprovitola with the pretty move, but he misses the finger roll. Now Heslip for three. That's good.
That's exactly what happened. They got a break with the layup, ran the floor, found Mr. Heslip on the corner for the three.
Laprovitola working on Scrub around the screen by Scola. Gets it back out to Scola. Three on the way, no good. Back tapped, controlled by Scola. He bulls his way into the lane. And that foul is going to be on Sacre. So Scola to the free throw line. 7 of 12 for the game from the free throw line. Make it 8 of 13 as you get a look from our high remote control camera.
Scola just a pros. A couple of tournaments back, as we have in international tournaments, teams practice back to back, and they have a set of time that they need to practice on. Let's say it was to finish at 11 o'clock, and Scola wouldn't leave the court because he was still shooting. So we had to say, Mr. Luis, please, can you walk off? And we literally had to pretty much say, dude, get out. So there you have it. There's the final product, because puts the time in the gym.
Scola with 31 points. Now Heslip, another three. Yes!
Canada needed that. Mr. Heslip with back 3-pointers.
Heslip with 8 points. He's gotten Canada now back to within 2. 45 seconds to play, third quarter.
See if they go 2 for 1 here.
Laprovitola trapped in the corner. Gets it to Mainoldi. Now back to the other side. The drive by Deck, and he commits the offensive foul.
But that's a great defensive possession for Canada. Gave Argentina no room in the rotations. Mr. Sacre took the sacrifice and got the charge.
.20 seconds to play in the quarter. Shot clock now at 10. Scrub down to Nicholson. And Nicholson traveled before he got into the lane. So a turnover for Canada. Argentina with 10. The shot clock is off. Laprovitola just launches a three. Yes, sir! And he turns and smiles at his bench. Now a three from half court won't go, but Laprovitola, he's got 16 now to go along with Scola's 33, and Argentina with a 71-66 lead at the end of 3 quarters. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. We're back at the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City in just a moment. Welcome back to the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. There you get a look at Luis Scola. He's got 33 points and 10 rebounds in this one. A man among men this afternoon in Mexico City. Nicholson over to Heslip. Around the screen by Nicholson. And an offensive foul by Nicholson. Very subtle, but he moved into that screen. And that's 2 fouls on Nicholson. Don't forget, coming up at 6 o'clock local time, it's Brazil and the Dominican Republic. Brazil fell to Uruguay yesterday in a bit of an upset. And then Puerto Rico will take on Cuba at 8:30. Puerto Rico lost to this Argentinian team in an exciting game last night. Now Joseph scores, gets Canada back to within 3.
That's what Canada needs. Get a couple of stops and go in transition for easy buckets.
Now Laprovitola loses the handle. Knocked out of bounds, I think, by Heslip. There's the pretty reverse by Joseph. Heard the oohs and ahs of the crowd in the background. That was why. Garino to inbound, getting it to Laprovitola. For 3 again. Oh, I thought that was going to be in. Garino gets the rebound in the corner, though. Now Laprovitola with 8 to shoot. On the drive, lost the handle. Ball skitters out of bounds, and that will go to Team Canada. So Canada with a chance to get even closer, perhaps tie on this possession. 8:50 to play in the 4th quarter. Joseph pulls up on his drive, gets it to Sacre. Now to Heslip. Ejim, now to Joseph. He drives, gets it to Sacre from 17. That shot's no good. Mainold fought for the rebound and tipped it ahead to his teammate. Laprovitola flips it out. Mainoldi. Laprovitola. There's another high floater, and Laprovitola practically unstoppable. Look at Nocioni. Stare strip on the chin, on the eye, scratch on the forehead, scratch on the forearm. He's loving seeing his national teammates. And Heslip again for 3.
Just a quick release. And if you're Canada, this is exactly what you need. This is the type of environment that you want to be on. Down a few points in the 4th quarter, but having to be on the international stage, just getting mature in a hurry.
Mainoldi's 3-pointer, no good. Heslip now with 11 points for Canada. And now Ejim gesticulated after getting called for that foul, and then he went over to the official to say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be quite so demonstrative, so as to not get the technical foul.
Argentina with the box formation here in the timeout, on the out of bounds, excuse me. They go to the high pick and roll with Luis and Laprovitola.
Well, they get to reset it. Laprovitola into the corner for 3. That's Leo Mainoldi. And Canada had been within 2. Now the lead is back to 5 following the big 3 by Mainoldi. Joseph can't connect inside, but there for the putback is Ejim. His shot won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. That foul's going to be on Mainoldi. should be his third. Ejim now with 7 points. Anthony Bennett replaces him as Canada has gotten back to within 3. Laprovitola to his left. Screen by Scola. Behind the head pass, Scola from 18. Back iron, no. Rebound, Bennett.
But you appreciate Argentina being smart, going to the hot hand of Luis Scola.
Joseph feeding Sacre. Works his way in on Scola. Scola holding his ground, forces the jumper. And Argentina finally comes up with the rebound. So good defense there by Scola on the back down by Sacre. Laprovitola on the attack again, kicks it into the corner, now across to Safar. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound inside, Laprovitola. Right hand lay-in, good! 78-73 Argentina. Laprovitola now with 20.
And that's the 15th offensive rebound for the Argentina team. If you're Canada, just no excuse. You got to take care of your man and get him off the glass.
Heslip into the corner for Joseph. Shot clock down to 6. Joseph into the lane. Now to Sacre on the baseline. His knockdown jumper is good.
I'm really liking Corns Joseph's game, though. Getting to the key, opening for his teammates.
And nice work by Sacre since he's come in. Now a 3 attempt in the corner. And a foul committed by Heslip.
They're going to get an offensive foul on Safar for that.
Oh, for
might have kicked his leg.
Foot out. Yep, that's exactly what he did.
You got to call in favor on the first half. Not this time, though.
Let's get a look at it here. Yeah, no question. He kicks that foot out, and immediately the call, the offensive foul.
Goes off his cylinder. Good call by the referee.
You talk about going off his cylinder. As Heslip misses the 3 and Olynyk misses the putback. Each player is entitled to their vertical cylinder. And when you kick the leg out, you're no longer entitled to that space. If you run into somebody and make contact, you're liable for the foul, and that's what he got called for. Now hesitation move, very nicely done by Scrub, and an offensive foul called on Scrub. Reminiscent of that earlier game, all of a sudden a flurry of offensive foul calls. Now the bruised and battered Nocioni back on for Argentina.
On their right arm, he had the ball. On the left arm, he could protect. And that time, he extended too much. If you're going up, you want to go up 2 hands, protect it with 1, but not extend.
Timeout taken. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light. We're back at the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City.
Luis va a venir acá, va a caer fuerte, no importa si hay tránsito o no, Luis va a ir ahí. Se va a llevar al hombre de Chapo en la ayuda sí o sí, acá va a estar Zafar. Cuando cae Luis, Chapo sube, balón, pinta y ataca, o no pinta, ataca el aro a volcar el balón, descarga corta con Luis, Zafar, Carino. ¿Estamos? Pero acuérdense que esto va a salir.
He's getting a call. Attack the basket in transition. We have to have a good defensive stop right now. Coming down. If Kelly's trailing the play, AB should be down early. It's a swing and a pass and screen, or DHO, get the ball in the middle, roll hard, good spacing. Come on now. Right there for it, baby. Right there for it. There you go.
10 on 3, 1, 2, 3. Go.
Back at the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City. You had a chance to listen into both Huddles there following the timeout by Canada. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. 5:03 to play. Fourth quarter. Argentina with a 78-75 lead.
Execution right now will be such a big factor for both of these teams.
Nocioni on the drive, hangs, hits! Tough shot. Up over Anthony Bennett. Nocioni now with 9. No, Olynyk left wide open for 3, barely catches the front rim. Scola tracks down the rebound, gets it to Laprovitola. Now back to Scola. Nice transition bucket there by Argentina. Scola scores again, he's got 35. That foul is going to be called on Andres Nocioni. Let's get a look at the break here.
Well, reward your big fella for running the court. He started the break, gave it to the point guard, got to his spot, and Facundo Campazzo, knowing that Scola is having a great game, rewarded the big fella near the basket where he can finish.
Well, and it was a crafty move by Campazzo, too. He pulled up and looked like he was going to set the offense, and then all of a sudden he zipped the pass down to Scola. Olynyk hits, and Canada trailing by 5, 82-77. Nocioni on the handoff to Safar. Keeps it, misses the 3. Missed it badly, and here comes Canada back the other way. Wiggins gets it inside to Bennett, and then Bennett fouled by Scola. Actually, they're going to get Campazzo on the foul. See the pass inside. Campazzo got him before Scola did. Don't forget, coming up, 6 o'clock this evening, local time, it's Brazil looking for a little bit of redemption after the loss yesterday to Uruguay. They'll be taking on the Dominican Republic. And then at 8:30, Puerto Rico and Cuba. Bennett misses the free throw. He was a 64% free throw shooter for Minnesota last year. Missed them both here. Scola the rebound. .350 to play now in the fourth quarter. Argentina hanging on to this 5-point lead. Campazzo just working some clock, and an offensive foul by Scola as he was battling. Beg your pardon, that was not on Scola, that was on Safar.
They run a play while the wingman is kind of going to come out, but he comes back in to set a screen for the big. At that time, though, he held the defender while he was moving, so he got called for the offensive screen.
That's 3 on Safar. Now Wiggins, the offensive foul. He lost control of the dribble and put his shoulder into Scola. That's 4 on Andrew Wiggins. He's the only player on Team Canada with 4 fouls. Campazzo has 4 for Argentina. Campazzo. Now Scola working on Olynyk. Out to Garino. Little step aside, jump shot, no. Rebound to Joseph. Joseph to his left. Pretty move to shake Campazzo off the glass a little too hard, and then Campazzo with the rebound and the foul on Olynyk.
Big possession there.
Yeah, Campazzo at 5'11" or 1.81 meters got position on the much bigger
Corey
Kelly
Joseph.
Olynyk. Yeah, he's got a whole foot.
He had Wiggins in the block, but he found the break on the defense, was able to drive. Couldn't get the finish, though. And Campazzo with a nice box out and got called.
Campazzo hits both free throws, and Canada trails by 7.
Big possession here for Canada, down 7 with 3 minutes to go.
Joseph to Heslip. Heslop splits the defense. There's the teardrop floater. Won't go. Rebound Scola. That's his 12th. Just a monster game for Luis Scola. Campazzo just wasting time right now. Here comes the screen by Scola. Campazzo on the drive, kicks it into the corner. Noce for three. Bang! Andres Nocioni hits the three-pointer. Nocioni now with 12. Boy, what a patient offensive set by Argentina that time. And Argentina leading by 10. Canada takes timeout. They've got one left with 2.5 minutes to play in Mexico City.
Lo primero que van a intentar es una situación cómoda en los primeros 10 segundos. Sí, porque saben que están 10 puntos abajo con 2 minutos. Nosotros nos vamos acá. Ni Facu se queda. Ni Facu. Nos vamos acá. Y cada uno con su hombre. Se paren como se paren. Ustedes se paran al lado del hombre en zona. En realidad es defensa 1. Hombre a hombre. Pero eso va a venir acá. Va a venir Kelsey, va a venir. Se paran en zona y muestran.
Luis Scola, 35 points, 12 rebounds for Team Argentina. You had a good listen in the huddle of Sergio Hernandez. How does Argentina want to attack this last 2.5 minutes?
Well, Argentina try to get it prepared for a Canadian quick hitter or quick score right here. So they're going to play man-to-man defense, but they're going to show a lot of help. So they start in zone. However, they're going to go back onto man-to-man just to try to confuse Canada because they got the clock on their side now with the 10-point lead.
Heslop. Stolen by Campazzo. He takes it all the way himself and gets the lay-in. It's a 12-point lead for Argentina.
And you can see the experience and just the veteran play come into play in the effect here in the end of the game in the decision-making of both teams.
3 by Wiggins wouldn't go, but therefore the follow is Olynyk. He's got 11. 3 players in double figures for Canada, all 3 of them with 11. Olynyk, Heslop, and Wiggins. 3 players in doubles for Argentina, led by Scola with 35, Laprovitola with 20, and Andres Nocioni with 12. Campazzo to Scola. Back to Nocioni for 3. Missed that one badly. That might have gotten tipped by Bennett. Now Bennett out ahead. Goes up and stuffs it on the run. Noce saying, what about him throwing the ball back at me? The official says, it's all right. Play on.
Yeah, they'll try to get whatever break they can.
Yeah. 8-point lead for Argentina. Again, Campazzo just kind of working some clock here. Whips the pass left side. Scola has it. Olynyk trying to hold his ground. Wiggins helps. Garino for 3. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Nocioni caught it under the bucket, but it didn't catch part of the rim. And so Argentina comes away with a shot clock violation, but they burned off 24 seconds of game clock. So Canada's going to have to make up an 8-point deficit in 1 minute and 5 seconds. And they certainly have the weapons to do it. Corey Joseph into the front court. Around the screen by Bennett. Now to Olynyk. Now the feed underneath to Bennett. Nice offensive set piece there. Bennett gets Canada back to within 6. 89-83, and now the foul called. That's going to be on Joseph. Campazzo. Poked away by Wiggins. Wiggins scores, and the head coach for Argentina, Sergio Hernandez, almost to mid-court, wanted a foul called on that steal by Wiggins. Canada now to within 4. 45 seconds to play, shall we say now, in regulation.
Beautiful job by Canada. They got to their defensive stance, denied some passing lanes, play hard, and were able to get into transition. That's what we expect to see from the Canada team.
Si se juega con la diferencia solo puede consumo segundo, pero ataco largo.
Both teams with one timeout remaining.
Salida lateral. Sí. Jugamos nuestro uno. Saca Facu. Se va al lado contrario. Grande, grande, backdoor. Mano en mano Facu, ahí puede picarlo en el final. Atento los atrapes, atento los atrapes.
Telly's talking about Facundo Campazzo, goes by Facu. Other than that, I couldn't really say what he was saying. Maybe you could help us out.
Or Sergio really trying to explain his team that even though we have a lead, we have got to attack the rim. Let's make sure we stay aggressive. Now on the offensive side, they're going to try to get the ball to Facundo Campazzo, but they got to be aware of the Canadian traps.
Scola out near midcourt to Nocioni. To Campazzo. Shot clock and game clock running. Game clock down to approaching 30 seconds now. Shot clock at 10. Campazzo on the drive, switches hands, spins, hangs with the right hand, and hits! Facundo Campazzo, just a straight isolation play, gives Argentina back the 6-point lead. Wiggins fights for the rebound, grabbed by Scola. And 10 seconds left now. Nocioni with the right hand, and then he'll go to the free throw line to salt this one away for Argentina. El Chapo draws the foul on Bennett. There's a look at the previous play by Campazzo, just a simple isolation play. He took Joseph to the hole, put it up and in. Nocioni for the three-point play, and the Argentinian fans making some noise. Noach completes the three-point play. 9.7 seconds to play. The lead back to 9.
Well, experience has definitely been a factor here in the end of the game. You saw the Argentina, they're a little bit more comfortable. They're communicating, they're getting to the spots. Their personalities coming out. They've been to this situation so many times. They didn't know exactly what's happening. The Canadian team, they're still a little bit young, it's a little bit raw in the international level. That's why they have to be careful with the expectations.
Points matter. You can't give up a layup. Points matter.
Let's listen into Jay Triano. He says points matter, can't give up a layup.
Andrew Wiggins to the corner. Brady to the corner. Get Gordon. Come right back and get him. Hard and hard roll off. We got shooters. 1, 2, 3, ready to shoot the ball. All right, we got to keep playing. Pick up and look for a trap afterwards. Come on.
So Team Canada, they're sending their shooters to the corners and one to the wing for a three-point look, and then they're going to trap following a make.
The reason why Coach said points matter is because not only the wins and the losses, however, if you get into a 2 or a 3-team tie, a 3-team tie, the difference could be the point differential.
Olenek to inbound, gets it to Bennett. Bennett loses the handle but hits the floater. Well, they've got a foul. They're not. Oh, a steal and a 3 attempt by Bennett. That just about went in. Wouldn't have mattered there at the end. It was going to be Argentina's win anyway, but Canada certainly made it interesting on the last couple of possessions. 94-87, the win for Argentina. What a great game. Nice adjustments by Argentina down the stretch. And Argentina moves to 2-0 in group play. Canada falls to 0-1. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light from the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City. Let's take a look at some of the final statistics on this one. Argentina 30 of 58 from 2-point range, 5 of 19 from 3-point range, 19 of 25 from the free throw line. Canada 47% from 2-point range, 25 of 53, 6 of 20 from beyond the arc for 30%, 19 of 28 from the free throw line for 68%. The rebounding advantage in favor of Argentina. 48 rebounds to 44. Argentina had one more offensive. Canada with 5 more assists, 3 turnovers more for Canada. Points in the paint, 8 more for Argentina, 52-44. Second chance points for Argentina, 17-8. As we look at some of the individual statistics on this one, Andrew Bennett led Canada with 13 points. Wiggins also had 13. Heslop and 11. Argentina, Scola, 35 points. Labro with 20 and Luciani finishing with 14. Campazzo had 10. Scola, the double-double, 13 rebounds. Leading rebounder was Olynyk with 10 for Canada, so he finished. Campazzo led the team with 6 assists. Joseph had 7 for Canada. This highlight package is going to be a highlight reel, almost a personal highlight reel for Luis Scola. Although Labro Vitola had a lot to say about it as well. And then in the second half, Brady Heslop shooting from 3-point range. Leo Mainoldi. Sacre had some good minutes for Team Canada as well. Argentina perhaps just a little too much experience. Thanks for joining us. We are back at 6 o'clock for Brazil and the Dominican Republic. For my partner Victor Mansur, I'm Craig Feta saying so long for now from the Palacio de los Deportes in Mexico City. This is the 2015 FIBA Americas Championship Tournament presented by Coors Light.